My name is Brooke Wilson, and I play Olga in the Ugly Christmas Sweater musical.
And my name is Julia Krohn, and I play Cheryl in the Ugly Christmas Sweater musical.
Love it, love it. I am very excited for this very fun holiday musical, ladies. For audiences out there, what can you tell us about the show? What can they expect to see from the Ugly Christmas Sweater musical?
The number one thing is they can expect to have so much fun. It is laugh out loud. It is constant audience participation, which is very different for me. I've done a little bit of that in the past, but this is a whole other level where we really are bringing the audience in with us, as though they are part of our company. And we're asking them to sing and to stand and be excited with us to come up on stage, which is very fun and very silly. And it's just pure joy, which I think any time of year that's wanted, but especially this time of year, I think it's exactly what people are looking for. Doing it is bringing, I think, all of us joy. I think I can speak for all of us to say that. And it's pure fun for 90 minutes.
I love that. Now, this is a brand new show. What is it like for both of you to be bringing these brand new characters to life on stage in front of a live audience?
Well, it's still discovery every single time you kind of walk out on the stage. Julia never leaves the stage. I mean, she's there. She's running the marathon. I go off and change a costume and come back on. But what's interesting is just kind of the process as well with Dan and Megan in the rehearsal room, the writers and Dan being our director. You just are constantly in a state of discovery to see what other kind of levels and little kind of nuance you can give your character that's going to make them feel real, because it is a fun and kind of campy show, but we also, you commit to the comedy 100% by trying to make your character as real of a person as they can be. So it's kind of finding that balance of playing the fun but also keeping them somewhat grounded in some kind of way so that they also can feel real, and just keeping on discovering little ad libs or improv moments that we can have on stage with each other and with the audience members.
Yeah, and that's a real, I agree with all of that. And it's a real testament to Dan and Megan as well. Because I think, especially Brooke, we won't discuss the show that you did that involved a lot of audience participation. We're going to just take that one out back. With this show, yes, it is campy and silly, but they have written characters that allow us to be human beings, which is so much in the success. I'm a teacher as well, and it's so much in the success of comedy that you can be rooted in truth. And be a genuine human being. And it makes it even funnier then, because it's so real for you and for the person experiencing that and getting to know these characters. And that's really a testament to Dan and Megan.
That is exciting. Now, I know when you say the show is an interactive experience for audiences, what would you advice you give to people coming to see the show? How should they prepare for this? That is an intimidating laugh right there too.
Yes.
Yeah, I think wearing your ugly sweater, or it doesn't even have to be ugly, whatever it is. But I think the uglier the better. But yeah, just coming ready to participate in whatever way you are most comfortable with. Obviously, there's no pressure to come up on stage. But yeah, just being ready to be open and willing to participate however you're comfortable. But I think if you're the kind of person who maybe wants to, I don't know, explore and have that experience, be ready to stand up and say, yes, please bring me.
Now, the show did just open this week, so you guys have gotten the opportunity to really interact with some of the audiences out there. How have the crowds been so far for the performances you've gotten to do?
They're very, I mean, the first few moments where audience members can, as Julia was saying, comfortability. If you're not someone who likes to be taken up on stage, this is also the show for you. You don't have to be honest, I'm not someone who would enjoy being the audience member pulled on stage. So I feel you. I am you, but still come. You'll see time. But I think it's interesting because I go off and change a costume quite frequently. So while I'm changing, I can hear over the monitors what's happening. And everyone is just so excited to be pulled up on stage, and their friends are cheering them on. And it's really fun to hear the excitement through the monitors while I'm watching Julia and our other cast members kind of corral and help them and know where they're supposed to go. And they're just, I mean, they seem to be very, very excited and down to just play around and have some fun.
Well, and each audience has been so vastly different, which is really fun. And Brooke and I were discussing this the other day, that we'll run the whole gamut for this whole run of just a totally different experience every single night, which I think for some actors, maybe that would be slightly terrifying, but for us anyway, I think I could speak for you, Brooke, like we're so game for that. And it's what makes it so fun. And our ad libs are then going to be different every night. And I love that. I love the not knowing.
I was about to say, there's a lot more pressure, I think, on you guys as actors having to do the ad-libbing and improv up on stage, because you really truly never know what you're going to get when somebody steps up there in front of everyone. Anything can happen.
Yes.
And I'm sure that that's going to make room for a lot of really funny moments for people when they're watching this show. One of the things that I think is kind of cool about this is it is such a different show every night. I mean, you theoretically could come see the show with one group of friends one night and bring an entirely separate group of friends another night and have two totally separate but really fun experiences. Do you think that'd be the case?
Definitely. I mean, again, that we have this kind of framework, but then Dan and Megan have given us kind of the permission to play within that framework. So yes, it would definitely be an opportunity to two different shows in a sense, I guess.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, okay, so is the show centered around an office Christmas party? Is that correct, or am I? Okay.
Yes, that's correct. Yes, it is our. Yeah, I didn't know how much of that information you want. Any spoilers you wanted?
Okay.
But yes, it is a uniform company, and it is our end of year holiday party, and the audience are our employees.
I love this. So, I mean, I know I've been to a lot of holiday office parties, and they have spanned the gamut from being very, very boring to just a wild time. Do you feel like this show is going to set the bar for what I expect my next office Christmas party to be?
Yes.
So. That runway out now.
Yeah, you'll have to have a full runway at every office party. You need a German executive to come in and terrify everybody.
I do need that.
It's really setting the bar.
Now, of course, I am rocking my favorite ugly Christmas sweater today. We're going very Gremlins, everybody. Do you guys each have? Yes, it's very seasonal, you know. I don't know.
Great.
I'm weird.
No, we all are.
I'm jealous. I don't have one of my own.
Do you guys have a favorite holiday sweater that you guys like to sport every year? And what does that look like?
Well, to be honest, with Texas being as hot as it is, I usually don't, to be very honest. That's not in support of the show. I have one that has like reindeers, blue and white, kind of like a pattern across it, and it's light. It's a material that's probably just some sort of chemical that's been pushed together, but it keeps me a little cooler in these muggy Houston winters.
It's okay. I'm certain this is definitely flammable. No worries. Yes. It's all good.
Yes, mine is flammable for sure.
Yeah, I didn't have one that was very exciting, but I bought one for our opening night last night that says "Get Lit," and it's a little Christmas tree that lights up. I was very excited about it. And yeah, my kids, I have two sons, and they're very excited about coming to see the show, and they don't have one either, sort of for what Brooke said, because it's so hot here. But they're very excited about going on Amazon and finding some sort of flammable option. So
absolutely, yes. I'm going to start marketing these as get your flammable once a year option.
Yes.
Makes it more exciting.
Burn them at the party. That's perfect. Yeah.
Yes.
You know, considering I've been to a holiday party where we did have a small fire, it does suddenly make this a lot more dangerous to wear. Yes.
It's more exciting.
You just really never know. I like surprises. It's the holiday season, everybody.
And you'll love
I'm ready. So I always like to end on this question. Why do you think Houston audiences need to come on down and check out the Ugly Christmas Sweater musical?
I would say, and we've all kind of said this collectively, how it's just fun and it's just laughing. It's not taking itself too seriously at all. You just can, I think the pressure cooker that seems to be the world that just seems to nonstop. Oh my goodness, every time you turn on the news, it's just horrible to see what's happening. And so this is an opportunity, I think, to just turn that off for 90 minutes, dress up in your sweater, be silly, have a cocktail, and just come in and just truly laugh. I mean, again, I can say this honestly because of the way the audiences have reacted. You hope that they're going to laugh the way they have, and they have been. So you just get to be silly and fun. It's not too heavy at all, and leave hopefully with a smile on your face.
Yes, I agree with all of that. And just to add, in my many, many years of being not only Houstonian, excuse me, but being in theater, both Brooke and I have been in holiday shows before. They all have their tradition, which is wonderful. I really feel like this has created a new tradition for Houston audiences. And I'm really hoping that's what people are going to leave feeling is, oh my God, I want to do this every year. As Brooke said, we all need levity so desperately. And that's what this is. And not only is it laugh out loud, and I really think pure joy, and you'll leave, feeling sore in your stomach from the laughing. It's also touching and sort of dear. So I think you can sort of run the gamut of some of those emotions as well. And I really think it's created, Dan and Megan have created a new tradition for Houston. And I think that's really exciting.
I love that. That is very, very exciting. And I cannot wait to come and check out the show. It looks so much fun. You guys need to come out, check out the Ugly Christmas Sweater musical. It's playing now through December 24th. You can get tickets at tuts.com. Come wear your ugly, maybe flammable sweaters and have a really, really fun time. Thank you, ladies, so much for taking the time to talk with us today. I really, really appreciate it.
It was so lovely talking with you.
Yeah, it was lovely talking with you both. Again, this has been Ray with the Houston Film Fanatics. We will see you guys real soon. Have a very, very happy holidays, everybody. Bye-bye.